Okay. So, if you look at this, we are starting from here, there is a initial state given, and then using the initial state and the initial input value, we compute the activation, and then using V we compute the output. So, here we have W, this is I am sorry, this is U and this is W. So, we so, each one, if you take it apart, each one is a small back propagation network, but they are connected through the hidden layers through time, right. So, that means every time when you create a new input a new value, you get an output here. So, there is an error computed here, that means error values are spread across different time slice as well, okay, in this particular model. So, in this is an unrolled one where you have n time slices, and then there are n inputs that you feed in the time slice one after the other, and then you share the weights across along the time slice, and then you start computing the H naught. So, you suppose if there is something that you have, you can create the H naught. Okay, initially it is initialized using some random values. The H 1 that you see here is computed using U H naught that you have used earlier and W x 1, right. And then H n that you have in general that I have written here, and then for every slice time slice you have an output layer or output generation. For every layer I am sorry, every time slice there is an error generation. So, we need to consider all of this when we do the back propagation through time. Okay. So, please understand this part right now, that we can unroll recurrent neural network through time, and we can share the values of the hidden weights through time, and we can compute the output in the same manner that we had computed the output earlier. So, only change that we will see is the computation of the H 1 or the H using the previous value that you have stored in the memory, and then the current input and the weight vector connecting the hidden layer, right. So, is this clear? Okay, let us move on to the next one. Again different representations. I just want to make you comfortable with various representations that you will see in the technical papers. Okay. So, this is one way of writing it, and then this is another way which gives you in the matrix form. Okay. So, you can see that the H 1 starts here, and then H 1 is computed using H naught u and H 1 w, and then y 1 is computed using the context vectors that you find here and the activation function that you computed using H 1 and w and the previous state and so on. Okay. So, each one is a separate back propagation neural net by itself. So, you can compute error in each of these. And then you propagate the error through time to update all the weights